So some of you have asked me how I get them to start to use a litter box. So this is what I do. As you can see, I have their bed here, and there is a heating pad here for at night that I turn on low, and the heating pads that don't turn off automatically, you can get those at Walgreens, and so those work really well. But anyway, so I put wee pads, piddle pads all around. This is a rabbit hutch little metal drip pan for the rabbit hutches. I got it at, I believe it was Big R or Tractor Supply. Anyway, they have them where all the rabbit hutch stuff are. And this is just a little iris pin gate that I've taped up here. And then I will put a little barrier here in a minute so that we can keep the door open so Mom can go out in and out. This is that Clearly Loved Pets enclosure. I can't say enough about this thing. I absolutely love it. Cece had her babies in here. I had her all set up. She whelped in here. I put blankets over the edges of this so that she kind of felt like she was in her little area. Kept the puppies all in one area. I was able to put a little gate here. She had the bottom part of a kennel, a big kennel, the bottom half of one, and I made a nest in there. That's where she had her babies. And then as they grew, I made take the nest out, gave them area here to play in. I just today put the piddle pan in here. This little guy thinks it's his nesting area. So let's see, who is this? I think that's Primrose. Anyway, and then those are horse pellets that you get, they're pine pellets. I took a piddle pad that they've been using and just made it to the same size. Has a smell on it, so then they'll crawl up into the pan and start using that. What I like to do, oh my, is after they've napped, I will take them and put them in the piddle pan, and then they start using it and get the smell and getting the hang of it. I put these around the edges, the piddle pads around the edges, in case they get a little bit confused, but later on I'll be making those smaller and smaller where they're almost underneath the pan. So this is the first day that they've had the piddle pan in here, so I know that I'm going to have some accidents, but this little piddle pan is about 2 inches. As far as height, it's about 2 inches, so it's real shallow. Now I didn't put a whole lot of pellets in there, but what I'll do is when they get older and they're starting to use it more, I start to cut away, like I'll cut something like this wet area out of there, a circle of it, but even a little bit bigger area. And then I'll put that piece in the middle of these pellets, so then you'll just have a piece of the piddle pan in there, or the piddle sheet in there, and the pellets showing, and they start coming to the scent. So that works really well. And anyway, it works really well. This, like I said, this Clearly Loved Pets thing is awesome. This area is where Cece will sleep. I have a little cot that I put in here for her, and so that she has an area to go away from her pups. And that's the ballistic pet bed. Those are fantastic too. They cannot destroy those guys, and they are so handy, easy to wash, just great deal. So this is an iris pin, and I just taped it. The opening is a perfect size where that goes there. So then I will open this so that Cece can go in and out and go to her puppies. And then as the puppies get bigger, this isn't going to work so well, but I just took a thing of, it's tinfoil box that I got at Costco, and it's just a little bump there. They haven't gotten over it yet. They're going to, so I'm going to have to get a little bit bigger thing to keep them in there. But Cece can go in there and nurse her babies, take care of them, and they're going to start using the Piddle pan. I'm going to start them on their puppy moose probably next week when they're close to 4 weeks. So that will be something that we'll be doing with them. But again, this pen is great. I kind of made it to where, I don't know if you can see, but I have kind of a kick out here, which is like a puppy bedroom. These are actually 2 of the large pins that I put together in this configuration. I actually didn't use 2 of the panels that came with it, so it could actually be bigger. And then this is the area where Cece can come get out of the way of the puppies, and then she can come out the gate here. And then I have a dog door right there that she can go around here and go on out to use the potty if she needs to. So this is an awesome pen to have. If you're a breeder and you want to be able to have a place for your mamas to whelp, and then as the puppies get bigger, you have room for them to grow. Eventually I take this center thing out. I'll put the Piddle pan over here in the corner so that they can start getting used to going to the Piddle pan right when they get up. And then they will have this area as their play area. And I'll set up their food and water there too. So anyway, so that's how I get them started. We'll see how it works. This Piddle sheet was already soiled with some urine so that I have the scent, so that the puppies will hopefully start going to that after they get up from their naps and not piddling as much on the sides. So we'll see how that goes, but generally it works very, very well. So you'll want to watch a cord here. You know, as they get older, I will take this heating pad out, but they have no teeth really to speak of, so I'm not so worried about that, and Cece leaves it alone. But if you have a mama that, you know, chews cords or something like that, you'll want to make sure that you put the cords underneath the linoleum, or which is what I've done. I went to Home Depot and I got a remnant piece of linoleum that you see here, and I put that down on top of my tile, and it covers the whole area that my Clearly Love Pet sits on. If you have carpet or something like that, that would be ideal. You could put your linoleum down on top of your carpet or wood floor or whatever, and then put your pen on top of that so that you won't damage your floor from urine or spilt water or whatever. It's really handy. It's easy to sanitize. I use vinegar water on the clear panels, and they do get smudgy at times because you do have puppies, but you know what? I'm willing to do that after the puppies leave. I give it a thorough cleaning and it glistens like new. So I really, really love this. And I haven't had any more puppies trying to climb it and then hanging themselves, and that was my biggest fear. There are no edges or anything that they can get caught on. The doors are awesome. You put this little support up, easily done. Slide those together. Very Europeanish. And then this kind of goes in a little slot there, as you can see. And voila, it's closed. So when you go in to clean or whatever, you slide these back, both of them back. See the joints, put this down. And remember when you're opening it up to do the top one first because the puppies push against the bottom, and do the bottom one last. So then you don't have any stress points. But all in all, it's a very durable little deal. So anyway, it looks like the Hunger Game litter is tuckered out. They're all sleeping. So I'll end this. If you have any more questions, why get a hold of me. If you're interested in a pin, I don't get any kickbacks off of, you know, advertising this for somebody or whatever, but I can give you 15% off because I am working with the company. So I can certainly get you hooked up and you can get 15% off. It's free shipping. Like I said, this is 2 pins that I put together in a configuration that I wanted to do. And I actually have 2 panels that I didn't even use. So anyway, let me know if you're interested, and I'll keep you posted on the Piddle Pan litter box training for these babies as we go. All right, have a good evening. Be safe and stay well, guys.